Assalamu alaikum children. Today our story is about Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam. Yes, the very prophet who had the gift to speak to animals and understand trees and talk to the wind. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was son of Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam. When Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was a young boy, he was well known and respected for his wisdom. When he was a little older, Allah Ta'ala made him his prophet. Allah Ta'ala also taught him to understand the languages of birds and animals. Yet in spite of his wisdom and many riches, Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam never forgot Allah. He knew that all goodness comes from Allah. Thus he always told his people, "Thank Allah Ta'ala for the good He has given you and for His generosity. Worship Allah and do good deeds." Once Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam and his soldiers were passing through a valley inhabited by ants. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam heard one of the ants saying to the other, "Quick, get out of the way and hide. Sulaiman alayhi salam and his soldiers are coming and they will trample on us without even realizing it." Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam, of course, was able to understand the ants' language. He smiled and ordered his soldiers to stay still and wait until all the ants have crawled away to safety. And then he prayed to Allah, "O Allah, help me in doing the right things so that you will be happy with me." One day Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam called all the birds to gather around him. But as he glanced through the flock, he noticed that the hoopoe bird was not there. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam waited for some time, and just he was deciding not to wait any longer, the hoopoe suddenly arrived, flying in and sat himself down, panting, next to Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam. "I have come from a faraway city called Saba," the hoopoe said. "The people there are very rich, and they have a queen who sits on a magnificent throne. These people worship sun and believe that they're right to treat the sun as God. But they're wrong, aren't they? They'll never find the right way to Allah if they go on like that. Allah is the only one whom all creatures should worship," said the hoopoe. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam then wrote a letter to Queen of Saba and sent the hoopoe to her. When the Queen of Saba received the letter, she called all the wise men of the city to her. "I have received a letter from Sulaiman alayhi salam," said the Queen. "In it, Sulaiman alayhi salam writes that we should believe in Allah Ta'ala and worship only Him. What would you advise me to do?" "Well," the wise men answered, "we're very powerful and can wage a war against Sulaiman alayhi salam. But you have to decide yourself what is to be done." "But a war could cause destruction to our city, and our best warriors will turn into cruel fighters." "I am not going to wage for war. I do not agree with this. I'll send Sulaiman alayhi salam a present." When the messengers of Queen Saba arrived with the gifts, they were surprised because Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was very upset by that behavior. He questioned the men, "Why do you bring me these riches instead of listening to my advice? Why Allah Ta'ala has given me is a lot more than I could have ever asked for. Please take the gifts back to your queen, and ask her not to send me gifts again." When the Queen of Saba heard what Hazrat Sulaiman had said and had refused the gifts, she was also very upset and wanted to go and see him herself. When the queen arrived, Hazrat Sulaiman explained to her about Allah Ta'ala Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam explained why he was right, why Allah was important. After a few silent notes, Queen Saba understood what Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was trying to say and said, "You're right. From now on, I shall worship Allah